Well, good afternoon from Cottage Farmstead. We're back at it again on our greenhouse project. We have another lovely sunny day, and it's actually fairly warm outside, a little unseasonably warm for the end of February, but we're going to make the most of it and see how far we can get on finishing the framing for our greenhouse. So while we have bought things like pressure-treated 4x4s for the posts and beams and some brackets, for the most part we are reusing materials that were left over from our house build. There's a lot of waste that's created in house construction, so we've told the crew that we hired for framing our house that we wanted every piece of wood that was longer than 2 feet long to just stack it up somewhere and we'd take care of it. Traditionally, they would burn all of it on site, and we did not want to waste the wood. So we've had stacks of this in the basement, and we're going to be making use of the 2x8s when we're putting the trusses together for the roof. And we also have been using random bits of 2x4s for the corbels and some of the other bracing that we're working on. So making use of every little piece and eliminating as much waste as possible. Plus, it's a lot cheaper. Down here in our basement, you can see some of the random pieces of wood that we've collected from the house build. Some of them are perfectly good long pieces that we have in the back, and then here's a whole bunch of the scraps. So I'm raiding some of these 2x4s here for the corbels. So looky there, we've got our end wall complete. Nathan's just adding some corbels for some cross strength, and we'll be adding some more corbels along that side right there. And that will be all the framing that we need before we start putting trusses on top. So as you can see, we got the trusses moved over here with the tractor, and it made quick work of it rather than moving it by hand. And what we'll be doing, since these were originally just for the porch, we're going to put them the long side together to make a complete truss for our greenhouse, and we'll be using leftover 2x8 materials that were from our house build to strengthen that joint right there for making a complete truss for our greenhouse. All right, we got the front end wall complete. And then Nathan's been adding these corbels all the way around here to give it nice, good extra strength. But as you can see, the sun is setting on us, so we're getting ready to wrap up here. He's just finishing one of the brackets there that got a little bit off kilter. And otherwise, we pretty much have most of the framing complete. We will be adding more supports like that as we go along, but for now, we are pretty much complete, and we will be starting on trusses next time. Well, now that we have most of the framing up, we'll wrap up for the day. It's time for dinner, so we will catch you next time.